Some people were put on this world for a purpose. Now, you might think of some people like Albert Einstein. He came here, clearly sent by God to advance science a few hundred years, or even like some great philosophers and playwriters like Shakespeare, Plato, some of the greatest people. And you can kind of tell, they have a path in life, that something that they're just predestined to accomplish in life. And you might say, man, that's all in the past. Nowadays, there's no one who has this God-given talent anymore. And this is where you would be wrong once again. As always, I'm sorry. What I'm talking about is the divine gift from God towards people who enjoy football to be scammed every single day of their life. Being a football fan must be so miserable. First of all, if you're not born in one of the three countries that always wins the World Cup, you're always destined to be cheering for a losing team, which I know, maybe that's your thing. Maybe those few wins that they get throughout the year is enough to keep you alive. And then you have FIFA. Every single year, a worse version of FIFA 16 gets released again and again and again with more microtransactions and somehow shittier servers every single year. Because EA does not care for you. And you'd think, you know what? Okay, I'm losing $100 a year. The game fucking sucks. My team never wins, but I can watch Messi and Ronaldo play. And that might be true. But then your ears perk up and you get some news about something truly beautiful. A cosmic event. The stars are aligning. You are an Indian kid and you hear Messi is coming to India. And there's tickets online, but they're selling out very quickly. And this isn't a small event either. This is a literal huge 100,000 person stadium. I mean, I'll show you some videos of the stadium later. And this is, all the seats are filled. They're all sold out. And these tickets had a price range anywhere from $100 to $1,500. There's some estimates here online saying people paid $12,000, but that is obviously not the correct currency. You might be saying, okay, $100 for a person in India to just see Messi play. Is his team coming to India? Are they going to play there together? Is this going to be like an exhibition match or something? No. No. You foolish football fan. You truly expect to get your money's worth when it comes to football? One of the most naive sentiments you can ever have in your life. Because it, as everything you would ever expect, was a complete shit show. And the proportions of which are so stupid that I actually didn't make a video on my original topic today. Instead, I'm making a video on this because I think it is so funny. And also because I have a slight grudge against football. I think it's one of the dumbest sports there is. Now, a normal football match, at least in my home stadium, which is actually, weirdly enough, the stadium in my village, like it's literally classified as a village, that's how small it is the second biggest stadium in Switzerland. So I lucked out here. But even at that stadium, a ticket costs like $25 if it's just a home team thing playing, right? And if it's like a super huge event, maybe $100. But even then, a normal football match, which I would never go to, but it lasts 90 minutes plus overtime if it's close. Plus like an extra 20 minutes to get in and get out, so it's a 2-hour event in total. Messi showing up in a stadium fucking 3 times as large as the largest stadium here, completely sold out, huge hype. They're even erecting a statue of him in India. You would think this would be a huge event, and maybe you'd see them play, maybe get to cheer for your own team, maybe a few local footballers go there and meet Messi. How wrong you are, once again, man. Truly, there was nothing redeeming about this. The most expensive seat, the thing I'm about to show you, is from a $1,500 seat. The most expensive seat you could buy, which means it was the closest to the actual grass where Messi was on. And I'll just show you what you paid $1,500 for. Basically, what you got is everyone who has influence in Kolkata, India, and anyone who's rich enough to just pay their way in, got to go on field and talk with Messi, and the news was there filming everything. And if you are a poor person, even if you paid $1,500, you get to use the max zoom quality on your Samsung and film this from what this looks like a 1960s security camera. I'm not even sure if cameras existed. Actually, that's a perfect analogy then, because I don't even see Messi here. I'm actually not even convinced he showed up for this event. The only footage I've seen is him passing the ball to someone, and then that guy passing the ball back. And you might say, okay, you know what? The intro's bad. At least Messi came there, he played a game, 90 minutes, they got their money's worth. Wrong again. He wasn't there for 90 minutes. He wasn't there for an hour. He wasn't there for 45 minutes. He wasn't even there for half an hour. This entire event, with a little packed stadium, lasted a total, from start to finish, including introduction, lasted 22 minutes. They didn't even play soccer, man. They did not even play soccer. Or football. I call it football, but international audience, just so we're clear. This might be the first time I actually feel bad for a football fan because, with FIFA, yeah, they're getting scammed. They know they're getting scammed, but they have to do it because EA shuts down the server. This clearly isn't what people were promised. This isn't like an unfair scam. This is like full-on scam. Because not only this, I'm not sure if I'm going to show the video of this because it's kind of unruly, but they do storm the stadium afterwards, and the entire field is covered with people after Messi leaves because obviously they are outraged that they paid $100 to $1,000 to not even see Messi and then him only be there for 20 minutes. This is so funny, but I mean, deserved. They just start full on destroying the stadium. Messi leaves, they're like, yo, what the fuck? They're like, okay, event is done, you guys can go home. And they're like, fuck no, we're not going home. And they start taking poles and shit that they find and just smashing the chairs. So the stadium is destroyed. They rush onto field, which I'm not sure what that really does because he's not there, but they're outraged. And I find it so funny how the organizers of this event and just a lot of football players who participated in this event are glazing the event so much. And you have Twitter, this has to be botted accounts. But there's the funniest tweet I saw where it says, "What has India done to Messi? Bro hasn't stopped smiling since he set foot on Indian soil." Yeah, no shit, he's smiling. This guy just filled an entire stadium with overpriced football tickets, arguably more than you would make in a normal game, showed up for 20 minutes, and then went back to his luxury hotel and made $3 million. Yeah, no shit, bro, I'd be smiling too. And there's actually an insane amount of positivity. Somehow, it has to be getting botted in, because I don't see any other explanation for this. The people are very obviously not happy with this. Oh, I'm just seeing this right now. Remember how I said the only video I saw of this is him passing the ball to one guy and then passing it back? Now, the thing that confused me about this is he's passing the ball to a guy who's in the jersey for the Indian national team. But as it turns out, I'm reading right here, this isn't actually a player from the Indian national team. The Indian national team is standing behind this player doing nothing. So this seems to be some kind of political figure or the owner of the team, and he's just passing back and forth with Messi. And everyone else did not get to play with Messi. The manager just wanted to play a few, he wanted to pass with Messi and have the photo shoot. And for that, he scammed 100,000 Indians. I mean, look, end of the day, he got his stadium wrecked because of it, so you reap what you sow, my brother, is all I can say. And yeah, there's honestly no positivity about this. It's just funny to see football players getting scammed once again, as they always have and always will. I don't know. I don't know why this hate is so deep-seated in my heart. They deserve it somehow. I can feel it in my heart that football fans deserve to get scammed for liking that absolute dog shit sport, man. Stay positive, guys. Never buy FIFA, and have a great day. Bye.